Auto sales data is one of those key indicators which tell you how is economy is performing and is holding up, because it not only tells you how the consumer sentiment is holding up, it also tells you what is the spending pattern for the consumers in the economy at any point of time. In the past, we have seen that this was some kind of a discretionary spending, but due to the pandemic, it has somewhat now become a necessity because of the preference for personal mobility. We have been seeing an uptick in the sales data in the domestic market and also in the international markets as well, but there was a pause due to the second wave of the pandemic. But now it has restarted. It's another leg of growth, and now let's see how these companies, and especially the domestic companies, performed in the month of July. We have the data with us, but before I get to the numbers of what the numbers were reported by the company this time, let me quickly tell you how the various segments perform in the month of July. So passenger vehicle sales continue to hold up strongly because the inventory levels was also low and people are preferring four-wheelers more than the two-wheelers, because two-wheelers still continue to be laggard, and most of the companies in the two-wheeler space have posted just 1%, single percent of change. Either it's a single percent uptick or single percent downtick in their sales data on month-on-month basis. While if we talk about the commercial vehicle segment, then the sale has seen a good uptake in a month-on-month and on YoY basis. And also, if I tell you about the tractor sales, then we were expecting that to decline because of the weak monsoon season, and that was just a seasonal effect. But the numbers that are actually come on from the companies of like Mahindra and Escorts, which are the leaders over there, so there we are seeing some bit of a decline over there, and which is more than our expectation. So now let's get to the numbers this time. So Maruti Suzuki sales this time were exactly as per estimation at 1.6 lakhs of unit, while in the case of M&M Automotive Division, there was a sales uptick of 30%, and Tata Motors sales was above our expectation at 24% on a month-on-month basis. The Tata Motors domestic passenger vehicle sales was up 25% on a month-on-month basis, while if I tell you about the commercial vehicle segment, then that's there 8% jump on a month-on-month basis. Now let's take a look at how the tractor companies performed. Then M&M tractor sales was down 44% on a month-on-month basis, but in the case of Escorts, we see similar kind of a decline, 48% on a month-on-month basis. But Escorts is telling that it is the highest ever July sales that has been reported by the company, but due to the slowdown, due to the monsoon activity, the sales got impacted. But in the recent times, they are seeing some kind of a pickup that is helping the sales momentum, and they are quite positive that in the times ahead they will catch back this same selling momentum. Now let's talk about the two-wheeler stocks. Then the Bajaj Auto sales were almost in line to our expectation with 7% uptick on a month-on-month basis. But the good part is that for Bajaj Auto, the exports are again back to their 2 lakh units per month levels. For Hero MotoCorp, that's a decline of 3% on a month-on-month basis with numbers below our expectation, and TVS Motors posted a sales of 2.7 lakhs of units, almost as per the estimates, with 11% uptick on a month-on-month basis. But Royal Enfield, that's the Eicher Motor Company, reported sales of 44,038 units. That's quite below our expectation of 53,225 units, and that's just 2% uptick on a month-on-month basis. So that's a bit of a disappointment. But lastly, let's take a look at how the CV companies perform. So Ashok Leyland posted the sales of 8,650 units in the month of July. That's below our estimates with that 34% uptick on a month-on-month basis and 81% uptick on a YoY basis. While the Eicher Motors VECV segment sales were up 75% on a month-on-month basis, and that's almost double from what the company recorded last year. And in total, the sales were at 4,271 units, quite above our estimates. So all in all, good sales number. The auto sales continue to be in the fast lane, with this time passenger vehicles and commercial vehicles leading the rest.